Hey guys, Mr. Thibodeau here. So we are doing Saxon, course 1, lesson 4, practice set. Okay. All right. So hopefully you've attempted this on your own at first. Okay. And you've gotten stuck and you've come to little Mr. Thibodeau to get some help. No problem. So here we have a missing number, A. And remember that if you know your multiplication facts, right, you know that A times 7 equals 91, which must mean that 7 times A equals 91. Now, neither of those facts are very helpful. Okay. However, we should also know that 91 divided by A equals 7. Okay, again, not super helpful at this point, but it does mean that the opposite is also true of 91 divided by 7 will equal A. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so 7 goes into 9 one time. 7, 8, 9, 2. That 1 comes down. 21. 7 goes into 21 3 times. And my answer for A is 13. Okay. You can double check that, right? You can do 7 times 13 and get 91. Okay. B. 20 times B equals 440. Okay. Well, we already know essentially how we have to set up our problem in order to solve, right? Is we're going to go ahead, if we have 440 equals, another way of writing that is 20b. Okay, you might see it like that. So we're going to divide, sometimes you'll hear me say this, I'll divide both sides by 20. And so this is, it gets to the same thing, right? I end up with 440 divided by 20 equals b, right? Which is the same thing we did here with a, right? It's just a division fact. When you set it up like this, you get to the exact same result. You're just thinking about it differently. And the way I mean by that is that equal sign, okay, is a scale. Okay, you have two different things, both on the opposite sides of that equal sign. And they are, because of that equal sign, they are 100% equal, okay? They are equivalent. So if I add 2,000 to this side, I have to add 2,000 to this side to keep that equal sign true. So if I do anything to one side, I have to do it to the other side to make it equal. Now, the other fun thing about that is I can do whatever I want to one side and the other side, and that equal sign continues to be true. Now, adding 2,000 to both sides does not help me. Okay? There's no way that helps me figure out what b is. However, dividing both sides by 20 will help me. So that 20 gets crossed out and I'm left with a b. 440 divided by 20 will give me my answer. And again, this is the same thing, the exact same stuff of what you're doing as just memorizing your division and multiplication facts, right? Because your division and multiplication facts say 20 times b equals 440. B times 20 equals 440. 440 divided by b equals 20. And 440 divided by 20 equals b. The only one of those that helps me is this last one, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so whichever way it makes sense for you to think about it, that's the kind of nice thing about math, is there's many ways to visualize it in your head. In any case, 20 goes into 4 0 times, so we're going to instead do 20 goes into 44 twice. Okay, that 0 comes down. 20 goes into 40 twice, and b has to equal 22. Okay. C 7 divided by goes into C equals 15. Well, here we're going to just do different facts. 15 goes into C 7 times. Okay, that doesn't help me. But my multiplication says that 15 times 7 equals C, and 7 times 15 equals C. Now, either one of those is helpful, right? 7 times 10 is 70. 7 times 5 is 35. So my answer is 105 equals C. Okay. D, 144. So this is the exact same. You know how I looked at it here, and then I flipped them? You can do the same thing here. 8 goes into 14 once, with a remainder of 6. 4 comes down. 8 goes into 64 8 times, and 88 is my 18 is my answer. E, 7 times W equals 84. Okay, which means if I divide both sides by 7, 84, 7 goes into 84. 12 equals W. Okay. F, 112 equals 8M. Same deal, we're going to divide both sides by 8. Do it up here so I can. 8 goes into 11 once. 8, 9, 10, 11, so that's 3. That 2 comes down. 8 goes into 32 4 times. F equals 14. G, 360 divided by x equals 30. Well, this one's very helpful knowing my division facts because I can rewrite this as 360 divided by 30 equals x. So that is 12 equals x. We'll do h up here. So n divided by 5 equals 60. Okay. Here, again, knowing my division facts is helpful here because we can do it reverse. Okay. N equals 60 times 5. If I wanted to, instead of using my division facts, I could multiply both sides by 5. 5 over 1, 5 over 1, 5. This crosses out, leaving me just with n, and this gives me 60 times 5, which is same as here. Well, 6 times 5 is 30, and then that 0 drops down, so n equals 300. The last one, write a problem using the equation in exercise H. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to do? We'll say Isla read 60 books every 5 months. 5 books. 5 books a month? 5 books a month for 5 months. How many books did she read? A lot of books. Isla's a good reader. I don't know. I guess you'd. The division things is you had a certain amount of books, an unknown quantity of books divided into 5 piles. Each pile had 60 books. How many books was in the original pile? Something like that. I hate questions like this because how do you not know what you started with? It's hard to make some of these word problems, it's really hard to make sense. Like, how did you not know in the beginning? Anyway. Well, that's your practice set. Have a good one, guys.